the guys that were the aggressors, proactive, and we were reactionary. We talked about that a lot at halftime. But I'll tell you, from the point where they had 29 points, and you guys will have the play-by-play, but they had 29 points pretty quickly, and from that point on, they had a hard time scoring. Our guys just buckled down. We ended up playing more of a defensive team than an offensive team. That may explain that we got 53, when we normally get 70-something. But just felt like we needed to get stops, and so it's a big win because Eastern Kentucky is really a good team and really a good program. They've got a lot of experience, and it's just nice to be back in this championship game with a chance.
How comfortable are you with your team playing a defensive game? I know you're comfortable when it gets
I hate it. I like to score 100 points, but and Jeff Ladig is really a good defensive player, and he ended up playing 14 minutes of the game and did a really nice job. Holden Mobley did a really nice job. I recruit for guys that can score and know how to play with the basketball, and then hope we can work hard enough at it and scheme and be a decent defensive team. And some years we've been a pretty good one. This year's been a struggle, but 52 points against a team that's really, if you look at them all year long, the efficiency they have on offense, for us to hold them to 52 it's good for our team to see that we can do that.
Evan, you lead the nation in field goal percentage shooting. You don't lead it in free throw percentage shooting. How comfortable are you in that critical? I won't say. How comfortable are you at being on the line at such a critical point?
I think it wasn't too bad. I think that every kid dreams in his backyard playing and having to hit 1 or 2 free throws to win the team the game. So I was a little comfortable, but it was a little nerve-wracking knowing that I already missed 2. And like you said, I'm not the best free throw shooter in the country either.
He's made some big clutch ones for us. I guess he got fouled and made a 3-point play against Morehead State when we were down 2 in the last offensive possession at home, and made a huge free throw to put us on top. And he's really, in the last 8 or 10 games he hadn't shot as well, but before that he's really been 70+% free throw shooter. I'm happy for him to be there, frankly. That's because we don't have anybody else that can shoot free throws. Not to mention any names.
Can both players talk about stepping out of your element and playing a defensive game?
I'm very comfortable. I think the last few games, our team especially has done a great job on defense, and I think that's really been the big difference of winning these big games and the close games and able to get into a good start last night.
Yeah, just to echo off what he said. Coach Byrd is always preaching to us about defense, and like he said, we're not the best defensive team. We don't really have the size, but I always thought that defense was mostly hard. So I think we've been playing with a lot of heart these last couple games.
Hey, Coach, can you talk about the chess match after Evans' free throws in terms of options defensively, what to do, substitutions? There's a lot of back and forth. Coach Neubauer called timeouts. There are a lot of options to play out that last sequence.
Well, we hadn't played zone all night. We actually kind of showed it on one possession, but never really played it. And we don't play it a lot, but I felt like that it would surprise them, and it might run some time off, and they may be totally confused. And they were, and they had to call a timeout. And so now it was the last timeout. They don't know what we're going to play. And we went back out and kind of acted like we were in zone but played man. But I told those guys in the locker room, I said, I couldn't have forgiven myself if they'd have scored against that zone and beat us, because if I'd have polled the players, they'd all said man, I think. And but I just knew if I was down there where Jeff was, I wouldn't even be thinking about his own play. I would be drawing up something to get Walden to drive, and we'd either foul him or he'd make it. And so, it's a flip of the coin. It was a lucky good decision. If they'd have kicked it to Nip and he'd have made a 3, it would have been an unlucky bad decision.
was my fault. That was my fault.
Usually is.
Reese, the team was able to come up with 15 offensive rebounds and only held Eastern Kentucky to 2. What really contributed to that success on the boards?
I think, like Coach said, having a defensive team in there. Jeff is a great rebounder. No one gives him enough credit for boxing out consistently, and he does a great job of allowing the guards to go in there and rebound. And then just in the huddles, I think we did a great job communicating. Everyone needs to rebound, and I'm not sure who led us in rebound, but I thought a lot of the guards did a great job of coming in there and getting rebounds.
Rick, is it good to play a good offensive game like last night, a good defensive game like tonight, and into the championship?
It's just good to be playing in the championship. I mean, you know, it is survive and advance at this stage, and we're playing really a great mid-major basketball team tomorrow night, and they're scared tonight, and it's a tall order, but we're the one that gets to play it, and our guys are looking forward to it, and we'll see how it goes. But we're excited to be here. It's you know, our program's proud to have made the championship game all 3 years we've been in the LBC, and it's a good league, and to be here to get this far is a plus. And now, you know, it's a little bit for us, a little bit, not a whole lot to lose. They've got a huge winning streak, and they're a really good team, and there may be a little bit more on them than there is on us.
Reese, for it to be 3 straight years, and certainly you remember how it ended last year in your senior year, what's it mean to be back and have a chance tomorrow?
I mean, it's a great feeling. This team's totally different than the last few, and being a senior, it's kind of a little more pressure on myself to make sure I'm doing everything I can to step up and lead the guys, but it's a great feeling to be back, and I think we're all excited for the test.
Evan, you got a taste last year. Just that chance to play for it all, play for a bid tomorrow. What's that mean?
It's everything. This is what we play for, and hopefully we come out and play like we did tonight and then yesterday.
Any more questions? Thanks, Yo.
Thank you.